Hello guys, welcome back. So in this tutorial video, we're going to be building the bottom lid. That's the one that you're seeing on my screen right now. So let's jump right into building this part. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is to create, all right, so we're going to create a part here. I'm using metric units. So under part, select standard part, double click this. All right, let's start a 2D sketch. I'll be sketching from the top. Rotate this. Let's select a 2-point center rectangle. Left click, drag and hold. The length is 270. Press the tab key. The width is 200 millimeters. Hit enter. Right click OK. Let's select the chamfer 2, and the chamfer distance is 10 millimeters right around the shape. Right click OK. Let's finish this. Select extrude. The distance is 50 millimeters. Click OK. Alright, so we're done here. So the next thing that I want to design are these grooves here. Alright, so on top of this face, right click, create a new sketch. Let's project geometry. Make every line a construction line. Alright, so let's create our sketch here. Select line 2. And then line of symmetry here. Let's convert this line into a construction line. I'll select the symmetry constraint. Dimension 2. This angle here is supposed to be 45 degrees. And the height, or the depth in this case, is 2 millimeters. And the distance from this edge here is 20 millimeters. And the length of our baseline this is 19 millimeters. Okay, this is supposed to be 25 millimeters. Right click OK. Finish this. Let's rotate our shape. Then on this face, create a new sketch. Project geometry. Right click OK. Let's make sketch 2 invisible. Let's draw our shape again. Alright, now the distance from the edge to this point is 24 millimeters, and the length of this baseline here is 20 millimeters. Right click OK. Alright, let's drag this here. Finish the sketch. Alright, make sketch 2 visible again. Alright, let's change our view to wireframe view. Alright, want to use the loft command, and our first sketch is this one, second sketch is this one. We want to cut. Select cut, click OK. So now we have the cut. Let's change our view to shaded with edges. Alright, so we've got this. Alright, we want to repeat this feature. Select the rectangular pattern here. and the distance is this one. Let's reverse the direction, and I want 6 of those, and the distance between each feature is 36.4. Hit enter. All right, so we have this. Now the next thing that I want to design is this top face here. All right, so the distance from this edge here to this top face is 10 millimeters. So let's first project this top face. Right, create a new sketch. Right, project geometry. Right, let's make everything a construction line. Okay, let's just make this part here construction lines. Select line 2 here. I want a straight line that's joining these 2 points. Right click OK. Finish the sketch. Now let's click this and select offset from plane. Click our top face, and the distance is 10 millimeters, and this is upward, as you can see with the arrow. Click OK. All right, so let's click our work plane here, create a new sketch. So we want to project these lines that are on top of our face, on top of our shape. All right, select project geometry. I want this line, this line, this line, this chamfer, this one here, this one, and this one. You can rotate to see if all the lines have been projected. All right, looks good. Now select offset. Let's select our shape and drag it. And the offset distance is 10 millimeters. Click OK. Right click OK. Now let's trim these lines. Trim. This looks good. Let's finish the sketch. Now select the left command and select the first sketch is this one here, and the second sketch is this one, this profile. Click OK. All right, so you can see we now have our top face. Let's hide this work plane. All right. Next, I want to delete these faces here. So click this, press Ctrl and hold. Face, that face. Select delete face here, and make sure here remaining faces here is checked. Click OK. So we now have a complete cutout. Right, like that. So the next thing that I want to do is to design these sides, this feature here. All right. So this is going to be our bottom face. All right, because it will be sitting on that face. And this is going to be our top. So from our top, we're here. Let's create a new sketch. Let's project geometry. All right. Let's create our shape here. Make this a construction line. Symmetry again. with respect to this line. Then this angle here, 45 degrees, and the height is 2 millimeters, and the distance on this edge is 8 millimeters, and the length of our baseline this is 12 millimeters. All right, right click OK. Let's do some housekeeping here. Let's drag this to here. Looks good. Let's finish our sketch. All right. Want to sketch from this edge here. So let's put a work plane there. Select offset from plane. Click this face. And this time we're going downwards. So that will be -10. Click OK. All right. Let's resize this. Right click. Auto resize. Click this work plane. Create a new sketch. All right. Slice graphics. Project cut edges. Let's hide our work plane. Let's also hide sketch 6 here. All right, select the line tool. So I'm looking for the center point. Construction line. All right, this is supposed to be a horizontal line, but because of the orientation of our shape, the horizontal constraint has become the vertical constraint. So select this one here. So it's now perfectly aligned. All right, so symmetry. This is 45 degrees. Height. Still 2 millimeters. The distance from this edge here. This is 9 millimeters. And the length of our baseline is now 10 millimeters. All right, click OK. Finish the sketch. Let's make sketch 6 visible. All right. Select the left command. This sketch. Note extrude. Want to loft this one here, and that one. Click OK. Now the next thing, I want to design this top feature here. So we're working from the top face. Click this face, create a new sketch. All right, select project geometry. I want to project this shape here. All right, right click OK. Select the line tool. Make this a construction line. All right, so we're going to use constraints to position this shape. All right, so the first constraint that we're going to use is the parallel constraint. This line is parallel to this line. This one is smaller to this one, and right click OK. Let's select the equal constraint. This is equal to this one. Right click OK. Let's now position this. Select, let's see. So our vertical constraint is now our horizontal constraint. So select horizontal here. So this point is vertically collinear with this point, and this point. Right click OK. So our sketch is now fully constrained. Finish sketch. All right. Now let's sketch from this face. Select this face, create a new sketch. So the only thing that I want to do is to project that shape. So select project geometry, select this face, right click OK, finish this. All right. We now have that profile. I don't want that profile. Let's edit sketch 8. All right. Make it controlling line. We're done. So select the left command and this sketch. Cancel. Left command here. This one and this one. Click OK. So let's hide sketch 9 here. So we're done. So want to fillet this. Select fillet, and the radius is 0.25. This line. We're done. Click OK. Want to repeat those features. So that is the fillet, the loft command, and loft 3. All right, select rectangular pattern. And the direction is this one here. And I want 8 of those. And the distance between each feature is, so this will be the distance between corresponding features. So that will be 21 millimeters. Looks good. Click OK. We're done here. So I want to mirror those features onto the other side here. So select rectangular pattern and our features here. So they are all selected. Select the mirror plane, the mirror feature, and our mirror plane is the YZ plane. So you can see the preview here. Click OK. We're done here. Now let's design this feature here. All right. So the first thing that we need to do is to insert a plane that is parallel to this edge but perpendicular to this face. So select plane here, select this line, and select this face. Yes, it's 90 degrees to this face. Click OK, so you can see that. All right. And this face here, let's measure the distance from this edge. Right click. Okay, click this face, this edge, right click, measure, and this edge. So it's 5 millimeters. Down here. So I want to insert a plane that is 5 millimeters from this work plane. So select offset from plane and then select this face. And then as you can see, the arrow is pointing to the left. So we want to move to the right. So that will be negative. So it's negative 5 millimeters. Click OK. So we now have that work plane. Let's hide our first work plane. Want to sketch from this work plane. Click it, create a new sketch. All right, so we're now working inside the shape. Let's slice graphics, and now let's project cut edges. Let's hide this work plane. Select the line tool. Draw a line that is 2 millimeters long, and also this direction is 33 millimeters long, and moving downwards. I click OK. So 2 dimensions are needed. So we're going to constrain the shape. So the first constraint we want to use is the parallel constraint. This line here is parallel to this edge here, and then this one here is parallel to this edge here. Right click OK. So our sketch is now fully constrained. Let's finish this. Let's extrude this shape. Select extrude. Select this profile. Reverse the direction, and the distance is 8 millimeters. Click OK. Now, the distance between these two faces, this face and that face, is 33 millimeters. All right, so we need to insert a work plane that is halfway between the two features. So let's select offset from plane and select this face. So this will be our mirror plane, so that will be 33 divided by 2. Click OK. All right, so let's mirror our first extrusion, this one. Select mirror plane, mirror feature here, and the mirror plane is this work plane. Click OK. We're done here. Let's also mirror the two features, this one and that one. Select the mirror command, and our mirror plane is the YZ plane. Click OK. So we're done here. The next thing, so let's hide this work plane. Want to design this feature here. Select this top face, create a new sketch, project cut edges. Let's select a 2-point rectangle. The length is 17. Press the tab key. The height is 6 millimeters. Click enter. There's another one here. Equal constraint. This is supposed to be equal to this, and this is equal to this. Right click OK. So these are now constrained. Now the next thing that I want to use is the coincident constraint. Select coincidence here. The midpoint of this rectangle is supposed to coincide with this point. Same applies with this rectangle. There we go. Right click OK. This is fully constrained. Finish the sketch. Now let's extrude the two sketches. All right, rotate this, and the distance is 8 millimeters downwards. Click OK. There we go. The next thing that I want to design here is this base here. All right. Select this top. All right. So before we do that, we need to shell this. All right. So this shell. Select shell, and want to remove the top face, and the thickness of this is supposed to be 2.5 millimeters. Click OK. All right, we're done. Now let's create our base. Select this sketch, this face, create a new sketch, project cartridges. All right, let's select a 2-point center rectangle. Right click OK, select chamfer here. Right click OK, select dimension 2. The distance between this edge and this line here is 6 millimeters. This and that. It's supposed to be equal to this as well. Click OK. Now, create a line here, 6 millimeters. Touch this. Six millimeters. Right click OK. This is fully constrained. Finish this. All right. So I want to extrude this profile here. All right. Select extrude. I want this. I want this profile here. This one here. And this one. We're done. And the distance is 4 millimeters inward. So click OK. All right, so we're done. Now the next thing that I want to design are the grooves. Click this face, create a new sketch, project cartridges. All right, I want a line of symmetry here. So this will be joining our chamfers. I click OK. Let's convert every line into a construction line. Now let's add a 2-point rectangle. Okay. We're going to use constraint to position it. All right, click OK. So let's use the symmetry constraint. These and these symmetry go with respect to that. Press escape. Select symmetry. Okay, it's working. So the symmetry constraint can only be used for one shape at a time. Click OK. Let's constrain this. I want to use the coincident constraint. This line here has to be on that point. This one here coincident with this point. this here, coincident with this point, in that line, this line, and this point, line, this line, and this point. Right click OK. Let's dimension this. The width of this is 3 millimeters. Same applies with this one here. Three millimeters. All right. Coincident constraint. This coincide this point here. Right click OK. So this is fully constrained. Finish the sketch. Select extrude. Want to cut, select cut here. And the distance is 1.5 millimeters. Click OK. All right. Then the next thing that I want to design is our logo, the Autobot logo. This one here. All right, so I'm going to sketch it on top of this face. Project carriages. Oh, come on. Let's place a line of symmetry at the center here. And this should be a construction line. All right. So select line 2. These are parallel lines. Right click OK. All right, so once you use constraints, a parallel constraint, this is parallel with this, this is parallel with this, this is parallel with that, this and this, they're parallel. Right click OK. Dimension 2. This distance here is 7 millimeters. This one here is equal to this, this and that, equal to that. There you go. And now let's position this. Right click. Okay, let's see. So the first the horizontal distance of that point is 10, and the vertical distance is 18. Right click OK. Our sketch is not fully constrained, so you can just drag it like this. All right, and Select collinear constraint, this one. This is in line with this one here. So we are already collinear. Then horizontal distance here is supposed to be 25, and the vertical distance is 8. All right. This one here, this is 23 millimeters. So this is fully constrained. Now let's move to our next shape. So we've got a line here, and the length of this line is 92 millimeters. All right. Let's drag this line to the top. Press delete. Let's create a new line. $92. So the line is like this. Right click OK. I want to place a line of symmetry here. All right. Select parallel constraint. This is parallel to this. Right click OK. Let's use the perpendicular constraint. This line is perpendicular to this line. Right click OK. This is supposed to be a construction line. Now, this point here, let's use coincidence. Between this and come on. All right, right click. So let's extend this. Extend this line here. Extend this one. You can't delete this. Let's just join. This angle here is supposed to be 45 degrees, and the width of this line is 7 millimeters. Let's go for symmetry. This and this symmetrical with respect to that. Right click OK. Now let's position this. The distance of this point from this side here is 9, and this point here it's 18, and the height is 35. Fully constrained. Let's move to our next profile. All right, select line 2. This here is supposed to be 60 millimeters long, and this direction is 40 millimeters. This direction 38 millimeters. Upwards 40 millimeters, and here 48, and upwards that's 15, And let's close our profile here. Then next thing, let's position this from the top. This is 6 millimeters, and the horizontal distance here, this is 25 millimeters. Let's constrain this point. So the horizontal distance here, this is 35. And for this one here, this is 70. And all right, this point here, with respect to this point, this is 9 millimeters. All right, right click OK. Let's add some sketches here. We've got these. And that. Right click OK. Now let's use constraints. So parallel constraint. This is parallel to this, and this is parallel to this. These lines are parallel, and these are parallel to this. All right. Right click OK. Also parallel constraint. This is parallel to this, and this is parallel to this. This here. So they're already parallel. All right. So the next thing, select collinear constraint. This is collinear with that. This and that. Right click OK. Dimension 2. Distance here is 18 millimeters. The width of these lines, 7 millimeters. These are equal. The distance between these two lines is 10 millimeters. Distance between this and this is 10, and the distance between these lines is 10 millimeters. Right. Fully constrained. You're done here. Let's move to the next shape. Line 2. Let's draw a line that is parallel to that. Let's close our profile here. So this line here, parallel constraint, this is parallel to this. And let's position this point here. The horizontal distance is 42, and the height from the ground or from the top. See. All right, it's from the top. supposed to be 78. All right, and this one here from the top, it's 90. Right click OK. Select dimension 2. Press D for dimension 2. Then right click, aligned. This is supposed to be 10 millimeters long. All right. And the horizontal distance of this point is supposed to be 45 millimeters, like that. All right, so for this one, we're done. Select line 2. Going to draw a triangle here. I'll click OK. Let's position this. So the first constraint that I want to use is the parallel constraint. This is parallel to this. And the distance between these two is 7 millimeters. And the length of this line here, aligned, let's place it here, is 35 millimeters. All right. And let's use coincidence here. Okay. Let's position this. The horizontal distance here, that point is 48. And the height is 48 as well. All right. And for this point, horizontal distance it's 76. And the height is 22. Not 2. Right click OK. Let's edit this dimension. 22. All right. We're done here. Then the next thing, set a line here. So I want to create this shape. This is in line with this. This profile, this here, perpendicular line, and this here. And we have got the profile here. Excuse me. All right. Right click OK. So now let's use constraints. So the first constraint is a parallel constraint. This is parallel to that. And right. These lines should be horizontal line. Press Ctrl and select horizontal constraint here. And the distance between these lines, this is 10 millimeters. This is also equal to that one. And right click OK. Parallel constraint. This is parallel to this, and this is parallel to that. All right. And the distance between this is 20. All right. And this line here. All right. Let me verify this. All right, so this is the profile. All right, so the first thing, let's go for collinear constraint. This is in line with that one. All right, and all right, this line here, dimension 2, aligned. This is 57 millimeters long. All right, and the height of this line from the base is 30 millimeters. Right click OK. Parallel constraint. This is parallel to that. What happened? So they're already parallel, but the distance is 7 millimeters. It's 7 millimeters, and then the height of this point here, this is 16 millimeters. The length of our line here, cancel, no, delete this, let's delete the line. So the distance, dimension 2 of this point from this line of symmetry, this is constrained. So let's delete this line here. Let's insert a new line. Press D for dimension 2. This is 16 millimeters. And this is 7 millimeters. Now, I'm left with a few things. All right, so the first thing that we're left with, this is supposed to be a vertical line. So delete this. All right, let's insert a vertical line here. All right, the distance. Okay. What we know is that it's supposed to be parallel to this. Press X, escape, press X for trimming. So trim to. Now, let's insert a new line here. So we put a line that is parallel to that, and it's parallel to this, connects with this. And the distance here between these two still equal to 10. All right. Right click OK. Select parallel constraint. This is parallel to. Okay, already parallel. This one and this one. Right click OK. Now let's finish our profile. This with a line, and this is collinear with this one here. I click OK. I need to add the dimension here. This is supposed to be 6 millimeters. All right, so we're done. So we've got this profile. Let's mirror it. Press escape. All right, select the profile, select the mirror command here, and our mirror line is this one. Apply. There we go. Click done. So we now have our Autobot logo. Let's finish this. All right. So the first thing that I want to do, I want to extrude our profiles. Select extrude. And we want to cut this. Select cut, and the distance is 0.35, and we're cutting at an angle so that our taper is minus 60 degrees. So it's angled like this. Click OK. All right, we're done here. We want to mirror those features, so this logo inside here. So create a sketch here. All right, so I want to project that geometry. Select project geometry, project these profiles here. It's already selected. Rotate so you can see our profiles. Finish this. All right. Oh, I didn't include this triangle here. So we now have it here. Finish this. All right, extrude. I want to extrude. This time we're joining, and our taper is minus 60. So it's also tapered like this. Click OK. All right. So we're almost done with our bottom lid. So the next thing that I want to do is to create a profile for our hinges. All right, so this one here. So let's insert a work plane that is parallel to this edge but perpendicular to this face. Select plane, select this, and then select this face, perpendicular 90 degrees. Okay, so we now have a work plane. Now let's also add a work plane. Select offset from plane, and the offset distance is 34 millimeters. So it's now inside the groove. Click OK. All right. Make this invisible. All right, let's sketch from here. Create a new sketch. Let's slice graphics, and let's project cut edges. Let's hide our work plane. So the first thing that I want to do is to extend this baseline here. Right click OK. Let's make this a construction line, and a circle here of 8 millimeter diameter, and an inside one of 3 meter diameter. Right click OK. Let's use tangent constraint. This circle, the tangent is this, and the tangent of this circle is this line again. Right click OK. Now let's draw a vertical line, and this is 18 millimeters long, and let's join it with this inside profile here. Right click OK. Let's dimension this. So this is supposed to be 20 millimeters. All right. And let's trim this. Right click OK. One dimension is needed. What could it be? All right, let's go for auto dimension. Apply. So it added a tangent constraint. Click down here. Finish this. All right. So we are done with we're almost done with this. So from this, we want to create our top lead from our bottom lead. So let's save this part. Create save here. In my documents folder, I'm going to create a new folder. Let's call this YouTube tutorials, and this, create a new folder. Let's call this Autobots Toolbox, and this is our bottom lead. All right, so save that on. Let's change. So I want the material here to be polypropylene, this one here, and the color we can change it to, okay, let's use aluminum polished, that one. So save here. Right, let's create our top lead. So save as. All right, so we now have our top lead here. All right, so for the sake of time, I don't want this video to be long. In our next tutorial video, we're going to be building our top lead. So we're going to be finishing the bottom lead and then also work on our top lead. All right, so if you like this video, click like, comment in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.